Right, folks, we are going into the match. I'm just gonna pause it for 1 second because we always have that weird delay. Come on, pause. And then 3, 2, 1. Let's hop into the game. Welcome in. Do you want to do the honors or should I?
Do the honors. Since we're here, we're kicking off game 1 of the Warchiefs Club. Right now, we're taking a look at Gullyd3ck3l in the pink as the Malians here on Dry Arabia. Let's fly across the map and take a look. We also got Ezra123 as Zushi's legacy.
And
How you feeling, Mollies versus Zushi?
How am I feeling about that? I would personally, I would favor Malians here just a little bit because Zushi, if you go for that all-in play that is really heavy, Mali I feel like it has not that hard of a time defending that. And but let me gather my thoughts. And we have Gullyd here with the back pit mine, which is also really nice.
Yep.
But Zushi is very versatile, right? So if you don't pay attention, they can go for a very greedy Song extra TC strat. They can go for the fast castle and harass you with knights, which you'll have to deal with while they grab all the relics, and then can still go for a late TC. So Zushi is super versatile, which I only recently realized it. They're very fun to play.
Yeah, I feel like all the Zushis I run into at the ladder around my rank, they're just super focused on the Zhugnu all in.
Yeah, that's not as fun.
Yeah. It's fun to beat them when they do that, though, because that is so annoying to play against. But yeah, not really emphasizing the variability and strategy that Zushi has.
I mean, I'm just okay, we still have slight stutter here. Need to pause it for another second. What is going on in the game, please? So let's see here. Gullyd is not as lucky with his second pit mine though. Super far forward, almost behind that wood line there, and the other option he has is all the way down here at the edge of the map. There's no real way to wall that, no real way to defend that. So if you get full aggressed by Zushi, you kind of have to stay on one pit mine. It's not a great feeling, but like sometimes you just do that, and then you can cow boom slowly behind that while you defend. But as far as expectations, I would honestly expect Ezra to either go for a second T. What is that meditation garden? I feel sick.
Pretty scarce meditation garden.
This is not great.
Very defensive. Not wanting to put it in an exposed position, but really not going to get much off of that. I mean, a few berries around there and one gold vein, but I don't think there's maybe a straggler tree or two. Not much going on with that meditation gardens, but I mean, it's safe. I've seen, meditation gardens being dropped halfway across the map and players running into trouble later.
Yeah, he's also putting it up with 4. And he has started here on the lumber camp. So far, doesn't really tell me too much. Okay, he's going for an early wheelbarrow, so this is not going to be a fast song. No 2 TC play. Well, what is the plan here, Ezra? Talk to me. What is going on?
Taking a look, waiting for the meditation gardens, the resources per minute to really kick in.
It's got to be like 65.
Eventually get out of that.
I would say it's like 65-ish. Gullyd going for the immediate mill into wheelbarrow while he still ages up. And now following with the lumber camp. So he's gonna tick up, adding the extra houses here on the pit mine too. And then probably immediately the broad axe. But so far, Ezra, I think this is gonna be aggression. We get the double broad axe as well. If you go fast castle, you don't bother with any of these techs. And if you go second TC, you are already on the way to Song Dynasty and probably putting your TC up in about 30 seconds. And we open with the stable. Bill's voice is low. Right. Let me put it higher. Okay, what does Gullyd know about all of what is going on? There's the scout just checking behind the base. He sees the 3 on the gold and does not see the stable that is here in front. He's gonna go for... Where is he actually going? Okay, going for a little bit of a deeper peek. But I don't think the stable will be in range of that, no. And he sees the supervised lumber camp. I mean, that kind of screams to me aggression when you find that.
Archery range coming down as well. We see the first horseman being produced. Gonna be able to get that horseman on the field, deal with any counter jab throwers, but Gullyd not dropping a production building quite yet, and right as I say that, dropping a barracks, canceling it, and replacing it with a stable.
Oh, I'm not happy about the stable. Like, I'm not a fan of feudal sofa. I say it a lot. I don't think they're good. I think they're overpriced. But yeah, it is going to be the sofa choice. And small short walls coming out here, so there's no dive. I really wish he's gonna go finishing that back wall here behind the wood line before those horsemen make it here. But
yeah, as we're taking that horse, looking to loop around, taking that scout, getting a look at what's going on in Gullyd3ck3l's base. We do see a sofa being created and warrior scouts as well. So Gullyd looking to focus in on Cav as Ezra is able to get the first horseman onto those vills mining gold.
I mean, the warrior scout upgrade literally costs 50 resources. If you get the stable, you always go for it because it's just worth it, right? Even if you only upgrade your own scout there, like if you find a single villager somewhere out on the map, suddenly you do 7 damage instead of 1.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. First sofa is going to be able to repel Ezra's horsemen, but you can see on the military count and the red dots streaming across the map here, we got 5 Zhugnus on the field, 3 horsemen. It is going to be an aggressive opening for Ezra and the Zushi legacy.
Double stable for Gullyd, and he's adding the blacksmith behind it for the range defense against the Zuginu. I mean, this is surely unexpected for Zushi. You'd expect there to be jab throwers in Donzo. And he's just gonna dive on the... Oh, come on. What is that pathing? He probably could have saved that sofa and gotten out clean, but nope, no such luck. Second sofa has to take the long way around, loses 1.
Yeah, that's a shame. Ezra moving in onto the gold mine again, actually gonna connect. Deal some damage with those horsemen. Gullyd3ck3l not pulling back in time. Gonna lose a Vill there.
Yeah.
Sofa now coming in to repel. Vill's coming back out to mine. Horsemen running away, but that army for Ezra is continuing to mass up. Gullyd, though, doing a good job getting a pick on a Zhugnu as it does try to cross the map. Now focus on trying to just take out the Zushi scout. Keep that army in the dark.
Yeah, horsemen don't really want to fight this alone, but now with the Zooks here, Sofas have to run again. Let's take a quick look here. Is there any... Nope, we've got double range, 1 stable. No barracks just yet, no reaction to the double stable. And Gullyd is just gonna add in barracks, so we're gonna basically be playing pseudo horseman and spear here.
Yeah, I am a little confused. I mean, I'm not a Malian player, but I would assume, you know, you're going against Zushi, you've scouted the aggression. Jab thrower seems like a pretty obvious pick.
The thing is, his spawn is awful, right? He has the back gold, which is nice, but other than that, look at what resources he has available to himself. Like, that berry bush at the top is not accessible. The berry bush at the bottom is pretty much the only food he can go for, because the deer are already so far out, and there's, like, no wood line around it to defend it. And at least...
Tough spawn for sure.
The one thing that your sofa will give you is the ability to do what he's doing right now, and that is going straight for the enemy base and trying to find some damage. And there's absolutely no defense here. But
yeah, Ezra thinking he can defend with a good push. I mean, that is a lot of sofa that aren't at home to defend right now. So that is going to shut down Gullyd3ck3l's gold. You can see the horsemen looking to burn that pit mine down, but those sofa... in on Ezra's gold here, gonna force a garrison. All those vills leaving the gold mine, running back to the TC. Let's see where they go. They're running out, potentially, to take another gold. You can see a group of 4 vills just hiding in the trees, I guess.
Yeah, he's going for this pit mine with gold mining. I mean, he kind of has to, right? His entire gold is now completely cut off. He does have the range defense, which is nice, but that is all that she wrote, and all he has access to right now. Like, he cannot produce Sofa any longer if he doesn't have any gold income. But keeping Ezra here off food is real nice for him. Gotta say that.
Yeah, able to get some more picks, able to force that garrison, losing a couple Sofa in that trade, but at the point where he's taken out 5 of the Zeus Shi villagers, only lost 1 himself, and he's got 6 cows currently in a ranch. A couple of ranches.
Yeah, he's got that little bit of an edge here. He killed 5 vills in that exchange, though he doesn't have the pit mine, and he's about to lose it again, even though he's trying to rebuild at the top.
Yeah, he's trying to rush it up. He's got those vills mining gold. Here comes the pressure from Ezra moving in.
Oh, you can't take that fight. No chance.
No. Without that imported armor, yeah, like you were talking about, those feudal Sofa, not as powerful as they are in the Castle Age, when they actually a little bit more of a tank. And Ezra moving to ram construction here. Yeah, just not enough Sofa to stop this.
Like, if you're a Night Civ and you go up against Zooks, at least you have that warm fuzzy feeling that you know that the Zooks will only do 1 damage, or 3 damage rather, with 1 volley. But these guys, they do 6.
Yeah, and Gully being forced off the second pit mine there. He's massing up now. He's looking to take the fight. He's picking off some of the Zoogs, and those horsemen still can't engage with all the Donso there. The Zoogs are being whittled down.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake here by Ezra to not add in a single, like, barracks of his own, because he has all of these horsemen, but they cannot engage at all as long as the spears are around. So there was a lot of that Zooks there for no real reason, no real need. So Gully still holding. I'm quite surprised, actually. We get the Blue Marina in now for even more damage, 17 Donzo. So it's basically mass spears against mass archers.
That doesn't feel good. I mean, he was, due to the pressure from Ezra, just not able to collect gold for a bit. You can see he's moved a lot of vills back to the gold mine to be able to create Sofa again, but his Sofa production was delayed just a little bit. Oh no, that cow!
Whoa.
That cow is being attacked by the vills.
Oh, come on, guys! Stop sabotaging.
Oh no!
Yeah, lovely misclick. They're probably shift queued on that, but the cow then decided to go to the kettle instead. Just a little bit of an oversight here. To the ranch, rather. And we do have a little bit of a show of respect to the Sofa. We have some spearmen entering the field, but Gully immediately reacting with his archers, so maybe saw that switch coming. I don't know, but it's triple barracks. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, big commitment into those spears right now. With the triple barracks, but they're not producing. He's got 4 on the field, not currently making any more. See him refresh the lumber camp. Ezra's come around to pressure that second pit mine, looking to just get rid of that passive source of gold income. But Gullyd3ck3l coming around the back here, looking to force those horsemen away, but as he moves his army over, he's leaving his main base exposed, and Ezra's taking that timing to push in with a couple of rams.
Yeah, the ram's going straight for the cattle. And he's going to be able to take out at least one of those. But diving the TC, I'm not sure that Ezra has enough right now to do just that. But Gully still doesn't have the Donzos here. And Zooks trying to get on top of that cattle. But he's losing so much here for no real benefit. Because honestly, Gully can just take these out and put it in another cattle pen at the back. So, this aggression really not very effective so far. 26 Zooks, though, is a scary number. And Gully wants to take the fight. Oh my god, let's see.
He's pushing out. You can see those spears from the Danzo connecting with the Rams. There are a few Sofa in the mix. I see 4 on the field. A couple more coming around from the flank, jumping straight onto those Zhugs. Those Rams are just too far forward at this point. It's going to be a lot of wood investment lost in those when they go down to the Danzo. But there's not enough Sofa to take this Zhug mass, and Gullyd's going to lose everything if he doesn't retreat.
Yeah, can take out the Ram. That is nice, but honestly, where's the rest of Ezra's army? Is it down here? No, that's just the horsemen. Like, he was fighting with about 20 Zooks there. He actually has like 30.
Yeah, he does have, you know, a pocket of horsemen, 6 and a scout pressuring that second pit mine. But right now, they're focused on the houses surrounding the pit mine. Not the pit mine itself, so that gold trickle is still coming in. Now those scouts and horsemen being assigned to burn down the gold mine, but a couple of Sofa from Gully is enough to contest here. But those Sofa are injured.
Yeah, a little bit of an oversight there.
On them. Not doing much at all. Running up, you could see Ezra trying to retreat for a second and then seeing the HP of the Sofa and be like, wait a minute. No, I don't need to run away from this.
I mean, if you look at the destroyed value at the bottom there, Ezra has so much more damage done to the army because the Sofa are just so expensive. But good turnaround now. Okay, he saves the horseman, gets away in time, and there's a big push coming at the top. Now we're up to almost 40 Zuginu, and Gully has nothing to defend this because he's trying to go to castle. There's the Fulani.
And Fulani.
Let's see, what does Ezra see here? He does not see the Fulani. He might have heard the landmark go down. Do you actually do that? Do you listen for enemies aging up?
I don't actively. Like, I hear... I've heard it sometimes, but that is...
Yeah.
Like, I don't keep my ear to the map on that. But we do have a push coming in.
He sees the Fulani, only 1 ram. If he had like 3 rams here, because his army is currently really overwhelming, he could have gone straight for the landmark. But let's see if Gully can hold here. If he can make it to Castle Age, he can immediately get those cheaper upgrades. But right now, it's looking real rough.
Look at that. Villagers able to jump out of the tower, able to take down that ram, keep that tower alive just a little bit longer. You see... There is a Vill repairing it, a couple of Vills. HP of that tower still going up. It's got arrow slits on it, which is, you know, the static defenses here for Gully. Doing a lot against the squishy army comp that Ezra has.
Yeah, Ezra is mostly Zooks. There's no burn right now.
I mean, he can move in and kill units, but, I mean, I was looking at the Mali resources per minute. It's a little less now because all the Vills have been garrisoned. But right when he was going into castle, it was like 1,300 food, right around like 500 gold. Yeah. But look at that, the Zhug army, like they get picks on military, but Ezra seems to have lost a lot in that fight. Gullyd3ck3l though, with really no military units on the map right now.
Ezra's fully committed here. He needs to build another ram, and he needs to stay on top of the production here for Gullyd3ck3l. Upgrades are coming in. Surprisingly, he did not go for the Sofa upgrades. Well, never mind. The veterancy is in, but no imported armor. And he did go for veterancy on most of his units. Villager numbers going down, but the cows are still going strong. Second range defense, yeah, like, I wouldn't prioritize this. It's nice for your Sofa, it's nice for your archers. But honestly, the way you want to deal with these guys here is mostly, yeah, just make Sofa. And they don't need the extra armor.
Armor, yeah, is going to do a lot more than the range defense. Ezra continuing to get picks, up to 20 Vill kills at this point. But, you know, Mali and their passive resources... certainly still going to hold on, stay in the game at this point. As that little push is cleaned up, but we do see Rams coming down from Ezra now.
Yeah.
We'll see if Gully is able to mass up and prevent that. Now imported armor has been clicked. So we're about a minute away from those Sofa being upgraded.
Yeah, it's really scary now. Ezra, I think if he had just moved his reinforcements in while making rams, but he was very busy. Very busy microing his attack there, trying to get as many villagers as he did. 21 have gone down. Sofa's about to hit that imported armor. Right now they have 5 range defense. These feudal zooks mean they do 5 damage, so they always do minimum. And they're about to go up to 7, the Sofas, in the defense department.
We do see a tech switch into Musafati.
Ugh.
I'm not sure. We see veterancy. There's 4 in the queue. I don't know if he's going to use them as raiding units because Ezra is pretty far out on the map, but he needs something to defend at home right now, as those 2 rams are going to do a lot of damage, especially supported by that giant mass of Zhugnu.
I think, honestly, if he had the choice and if he had the wood to do it, he would have probably rather made Donzo. Because the Musafati need the veterancy upgrade first, and then, well, they're not great because they have absolutely no range defense, but they do somewhat decent against the spears. Looks like Gullyd's army is slowly getting up there. We are up to 5 so far. No presence on the map just yet. Ezra is out on a lot of out of food resources. But this push is slowly getting pulled back. We've got 12 spears here. Gullyd is on 5 archers. So Ezra really needs to pay attention here and snipe out the archers.
Look. Yeah, Gullyd's going to hold. I mean, meanwhile, as this has been happening, I don't think Gullyd notices, but there's 1 horseman on his second pit
no.
Just picking off slowly here.
Oh, he noticed. He noticed. He's listening. He's listening on a 2-minute delay.
For a while now. Yeah.
I mean, Mali has, I guess not, I couldn't say taken no damage. He lost 23 villagers, but the cow boom is going strong. His opponent is still stuck in feudal age. He's going up now because he's still in Tang Dynasty. He can click up any second. But yeah, he survived. And now Ezra is the one in trouble. Starting to get up the walls, but it's a little late. Sofas are already coming in.
Yeah, they're going to be able to squeeze through there. That wall is not complete yet. And looks like those Zushi villagers going to wall themselves in with the Sofa. Feels bad. Sofa onto that deer pack. You can see a lot of vills going down at this point. IO is coming over as well. Going to be really exposed to the Sofa. Gullyd3ck3l, though, gonna pull out. Ezra's gonna be able to complete that wall.
Oh, that's a nice catch here. Finding the Sofa here. They take... I mean, they're dying to the spears, obviously, but they take so little damage. They have 6 melee armor.
I'm surprised that those Sofas stayed alive, because that was a good surround by the spears from Ezra to really just encircle that pack of Sofa. Get the brace off on them, but 4 of them survive.
Yeah, they just are a great unit. There's a reason why you can go mass Sofa and still beat people going mass spears at some point.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, Gullyd now coming out, looking to drop his 3rd pit mine on that forward location. You can see all the vills pulled over towards that as his gold mine at home has been depleted, and he's gonna push into Ezra's base here.
Yeah, has a lot of archers here. No poison arrows, but he doesn't really need it. All these archers are supposed to do is take out the spear so the Sofa can reign supreme.
Sofa's engaging into spears for a second. We do see the back and forth micro of spears retreating when the Sofas retreat, but now those Sofa gonna clean it out. Gullyd3ck3l gonna take it here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice attempt. Gullyd's spawn was really not great to hold that, but I feel like Ezra just allowed that southern position to just go on a little too long. And maybe also, okay, sure, these people are like Conk 2, Conk 3-ish, somewhat in that range. What is Gullyd these days? Is he 1700? So, okay, let's just say solid Conk 3, but, like, not all the way up there. A little bit of miss macro on both sides.
I think, I mean, Ezra might have just lost too many units in that push. Because he was pushing at one point. It was just Zhugs. like just right into the base of the Mali with nothing to take down any structures. He seemed to lose a lot at that point. Gullyd was just able to hold on, get to castle, hit like 0 military for a couple seconds there, but able to remass with those teched up units, defend against the onslaught, push it back to Ezra, and close out the game.